Hey, what's up, everyone? The songs that got picked for everyone, there are actually 3, are going to be listed in the description. The one that I was told we're actually playing for these readings that you all have in common is Point of No Return by Exposé. And we're going to pull 6 cards, actually 7. I'm going to read her side with my left, feminine energy, his side with my right, masculine energy. Know your own genders. I'm just doing this for the sake of easy storytelling. May or may not see your reading here. That's okay if that's the case. Check your sun, your moon, and your rising, because a lot of times people get more of their messages in their moon or rising with me, because I'm actually a moon reader. So we're going to do 7 cards to find out what you and they are thinking, what you and they are feeling, what you and they are doing, and whatever the common denominator disposition might be. If there's some lack of clarity, then we're going to pull a romance angel and get some additional information with my sibillas. I'll catch you on the inside. Thanks for being here. Hey, what's going on, Scorpio? Thanks for being here. I'm getting a little bit more of your energy here on these cards, although they have been shuffled a great bit. Gonna get your song started. We all had Point of No Return by Exposé in common, and also this card. This High Priestess is here for everyone, and for you, I'm hearing about things that people might have had sneaky suspicions about. The Pay Attention to the Red Flags card showed up while I was shuffling before I got started with your reading here, Scorpio. And so this is a very appropriate card for Scorpio too, because that High Priestess just knows things sometimes and doesn't have to say much. So we're hearing about secretive things and just knowing when you might have been pushed too far. Alright, let's see what we got. Oop. Well, that one just flipped out. I'll keep it. Somebody's got a temper here. I mean, this page of wands flipped over. It was right here on, we'll say, her mind. And I do these female energy on my receive side, male energy on my send side, and know your own characters. That just makes it simple for me to have a conversation. These may or may not be your genders or your stories. Make sure you check your moon and rising if you like. So somebody's really kind of been taking a chill out, peace out here is what I'm hearing. It was just all out, I'm not going to do this now. And somebody just going within, and I'm hearing it's like knowing when to just cut out and just take a chill. And I literally see somebody holding up a peace sign. It's like they're just holding up 2 fingers, like, peace, dude, peace. You know? And so that's interesting. So there's these 2 twos here, and I'm hearing for somebody that might make a difference. There's something about sequence of 2s, and we're talking about dualities here, but somebody's really been triggered, and this page of wands is showing up, and it's like a fertile time for this page, but I'm hearing, don't tip me. Let's see what's on his mind. On this side, I'm seeing somebody here that's just like, if they're not showing it, this is a Knight of Cups. This is somebody who shows up in love. This is somebody that's showing up right here, and I'm hearing for whoever this person is on this side that's feeling a little triggered, it's like, I know what I want now. This is a little feisty. This is the one that flipped over and just landed here. Let's see what's going on with the emotions here. On her side, okay, whoever was waiting, I'm hearing about it. This said gestation. That could mean different things for different people depending on what kind of cycles you've been going through. But this is literally like a growth cycle. This is like 9 months for somebody. And it's showing up reverse, which I kind of have some mixed emotions about. Here, I'm not feeling bad about it, just simply because it seems like whatever somebody was waiting for, especially if they're feeling kind of beat down in their energy, I'm just hearing it was like 9 bitchin' months is what they're talking about. And that it was just somebody's migraines, and it's like, if I do that once, I'm down for 4 days, is what I'm hearing. And this person, excuse the Star Trek music, my roommate's listening to something next door. I think it's appropriate for this. This is literally somebody that's like crawling out of a freaking hole after whatever this period of time was. And I'm hearing, but don't set me off. There's like a warning here in somebody's hand. And they're holding this stick. It's like, don't trigger me with this. And I see them just being able to maybe grab it after being kind of beat up feeling, and then just being ready to fly into the board like that. On his feelings, this is sort of a weird vibe. The 3 Pentacles upright, this is kind of a nice energy. This is people feeling like they're heard and acknowledged and recognized and admired for their work. And this way, it's like very uncooperative. I'm hearing it's like feeling blocked. It's just like, are you with me when I'm showing up with my hand like this? And it's like, I don't know. I keep seeing somebody that's like, like pushing somebody's hand away. It's kind of weird. Let's see what's happening here on her actions. King of Wands upright. This is a whole lot of fiery energy. I'm hearing somebody needs a massage real bad. That it's like a lot of tension over here. And it's like a weird stress relief pattern is what they're telling me. Stress relief pattern. But some of this is more about controlling anger is what this looks like. I feel like somebody's trying to do it right, though. They're showing this king. This is somebody that's really working on, or has truly worked on, how they demonstrate that energy. And so if there's some advice here, it's like stay upright in how you're sitting in this. And sometimes knowing that if you're feeling triggered, it's okay to just say no to somebody and just stop. And to take that breath. And I keep seeing, this person just holding up their peace signature. And sometimes it's like, if you don't have the words, it's learning how to express yourself in a way where people can see that you might be spinning and that you need a no. And so I'm seeing that real strong here. There's indications on his energy. Here's what he's demonstrating. Somebody just feels like they got turned upside down. I'm hearing there's not enough time in my day to do both of these things. And somebody's literally feeling stretched. There's 3 in this one room, and then there's like a couple here and some other people. And this is about real estate. I'm also hearing about a bunk-ass mortgage. They're telling me about it. I heard the words bunk-ass mortgage. I'm hearing about a bad loan, something that got underwritten wrong, and like some screwball paperwork somebody's having to deal with while all they're thinking about is this relationship issue. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's the common factor. Okay, the Lovers in reverse. So, rocky relationship much? Or meddlesome Gemini much? I don't know. It could be either or. But I'm hearing for somebody, they might have like a du jour of these, or it's just like every day it's just another heap of whatever somebody's ladling their direction. And I'm hearing if you have a suspicious party that's had you questioning some things, especially if it's about like, I don't know, how you guys deal with this, and they have a strong indication of Gemini in their chart, you might be in for a treat. And I'm hearing it's going to be a good thing for the relationship. For other people, I'm just hearing it's like the focus has been on some other things, and this communication has been upside down. And I just keep seeing like the peace signs here. So, you know, whatever that means for you, it's like just knowing when to take that chill, especially if you're refraining from words, because these don't look too talkative here, to be honest. This is not a very great looking talkative energy for me. This side looks like it's not, and this side looks like it could just like speak out too much a little bit. So let's see if we can get a little bit of information from the romance angels that might be helpful about these lovers. Because I'm hearing it's going to get better too. You know, I mean, they're pointing to 6 a little bit here, which is, this is June for somebody. Maybe you're expecting something to be different in June. But if that's the case, and if it has something to do with paperwork, they're talking to me about somebody's paperwork, even if it isn't to do with the house. They're saying something about somebody's paperwork, and you might check some of the other readings. I was hearing about something that had happened last September. I don't remember which reading it is. Sorry. You might just make sure you're checking all of your signs. I was just hearing that somebody was overseeing that, and that, you know, there might be an underwriter or somebody that was present that can help with whatever that paperwork issue was. Okay, so romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I'm hearing this is communication for some of you, especially if you're tied up in some real estate things together. It's like, they said it's like everything but the ring for some of you. It's like, that's the kind of relationship that it is. And so I'm hearing some of this is just like counseling, but it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I think that's good. And I'm seeing it like that. You know, there's some dualities here, but we got a high priestess. I'm hearing for some people, this could be a marriage counselor. It could be somebody like me, you know, giving you a reading. It could be, you know, somebody else in your life too. Somebody that maybe that just is wise, but I like that. This makes me say, please communicate. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little bit of advice from our sibillas before we call this one through for now. What did Scorpio do now? And also know, if you want one of these with just your energy and your questions, all you have to do is hit me up. I can do these privately. All right, so Denari, mind on the money, money on the mind. And I'm hearing something that got put away, the rainy day fund. What somebody didn't want anybody to know they had. Speranza, and knowing when it's time to dip into that, especially if there was a weird piece of mail that came in. But I'm here for somebody, it's like not good mail. It was something about a bad loan. And some of that actually might be money coming back your way. Jupiter just went retrograde, and that's a whole other thing right now. But people might be hearing things in the mail. And look, this is actually some personal delivery coming. I'm hearing for somebody, this is not good news though. This is like what you did wrong, some kind of forgery. It's like what somebody else witnessed, how they put somebody else up to it. And it's like bad decision making. But whoever it was, it's like somebody was overseeing it. I'm hearing that they could hear everything very, very clearly. And so, you know, there's some cautionary notes over this, just depending on who you are. Just make sure that if you needed to get some help here, they're saying your feelings are real and worth exploring. I keep hearing it's good to reach out for help, because there are people that are available to help with these situations, especially if it's going to improve communication. So hopefully that's helpful there, Scorpio. Take care, and we'll check you again. We're back for another reading. Bye for now. Promise that you'll catch me. What do you need to know right now? Have you ever tried talking to an intuitive or a psychic to ask these questions? Were you left hanging, or how did it go for you? There might be a reason why some of your questions were not answered, and I have a special secret to share with you. It's something that your astrologers probably can't even talk to you about because they simply do not know. So who am I? Well, my name is Jacob, and I'm a guy that actually came back from the dead. I was resuscitated. I had a medical miracle after malpractice, and I learned some things when I crossed over the Nano Bridge about the 0 point frequency and the Stargate that nobody's talking to you about. The cosmic vortex that mathematically can prove who you are down to numbers and digits and letters, just like cryptocurrency, IP addresses, and the SIM card in your phone, and can explain the simulation that you might have jumped into in your body. If your astrologer's not talking to you about it that way, they probably just can't. The good news is you don't have to be caught on a treadmill, because what I've learned is a specific way to calculate where you are in the fractal of the cosmos. What it allows us to do is literally see who different people are in your path. And it's literally like playing chess. We can figure out who plays what archetype here, there, and remove anything that is clouding your view of what is here in your life, and hopefully empowering you to make better decisions. So if you're tired of feeling like you only ever get this much information and it only gets you that much braver until you hit a wall again, this is why. So what I'd like to do today is invite you to click on that link that says, yes, I want to know. It's going to take you to a page where you can fill out some details so I know how to talk to you. And go ahead and submit that. You will have joined artoflove.me. I would love to be in touch with you. Looking forward to it. Take care. We'll catch you again soon.